Popular but bad cars to avoid for 2024, and what to buy instead. Not all cars are definitely worth buying, even if they are the talk of the damn town. What you need to know is that popularity is a metric, but it's not a guarantee that a vehicle will drive well. In my end, it's always the reliability, performance, and drivability of these cars that matter the most. I think the folks from Consumer Reports and Car Edge agree with me here. That's why. Hello everyone, this is Ted from CarlandTV. Get in the front seat, as today, I will name some of the most popular but bad cars to avoid, and suggest something better that's worth your money. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below. The subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. I do not require you to do so, but you would make me smile and push me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up, and let's get back to the video. What to avoid, 2024, Mercedes-Benz C-Class. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class is a coveted luxury car. Its base premium model starts at $48,000, and the pinnacle trim is about $52,000. The 2024 version of the sedan offers new features, such as a wireless smartphone charging pad, parking standards, and satellite radio. However, these add-ons are standard features. What makes the car appealing and popular is definitely its lower premium sticker price compared to its rivals. I mean, 48 grand is not small, but compared to other luxury compact sedans, it's already viable for many buyers. The interior remains deluxe, and the same is true with its powerful turbo powertrain and nimble handling. Despite these selling points, the C-Class isn't actually a high-value investment. Based on the reliability scores of its previous models, its predicted reliability is low, and its long-term cost of ownership is high. The car is prone to experiencing mechanical and electrical issues, so for the long haul, it's not economical. What to buy instead? 2024 BMW 3 Series. Luxury car aficionados often recommend the BMW 3 Series instead of the C-Class. This particular lineup consistently receives high marks for its driving dynamics, reliability, and overall value. Its 2024 model, for instance, has a lower starting price than the C-Class. Its base 330i model only costs $45,000, but doesn't feel Spartan at all. It's already powerful and nimble, thanks to its 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Plus, this car sports advanced tech and a comfortable interior, which deserve its price. Its maintenance cost is lower than the C-Class, and even its fuel economy, which is estimated at 34 miles per gallon on the highway, appeals better to fuel-savvy consumers. I also have to inform you that this one got a 5-star safety rating from NHTSA, despite only having automated emergency braking and forward collision warning as standard driving assistance tech. So yeah, this is a better purchase than the C-Class. What to avoid? 2024 Land Rover Discovery. It's dumbfounding that a luxury SUV like the 2024 Land Rover Discovery is literally bombarded with reliability and quality concerns. On the surface, this family SUV offers enough seats for 7 people and has a premium cabin with nice appointments here and there. Its base model, which costs about $61,000, is already stacked with an all-wheel drive, which is paired to a 296 horsepower turbo 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Its ride quality is actually decent, and it also tames road imperfections with finesse, making it an actually good off-roader. But I will recommend the Discovery to you despite it being a rugged hauler. While I said its ride quality is good, its driving verve is dull and boring. It's almost non-existent. It doesn't have the driving verve that other similar SUVs possess, which is questionable, given that it has a powerful engine in the first place. Now this one has 3 rows, but the 3rd row will not fit an adult, and once the last seat is up, the cargo space is compromised. I also have to mention that electrical and mechanical malfunctions are common for the Discovery lineup. For example, its electric control units, such as its engine management, are prone to errors. Even its advanced emergency braking is often described as inconsistent, which is a bit scary if you ask me. What to buy instead? 2024 Audi Q7. So instead of the Land Rover Discovery, why not go for the 2024 Q7? In terms of pricing, both the Q7 and Discovery are on the same page. This one costs about $60,000 for its base premium 45 trim and runs up to $76,500 for the Prestige 55. By all means, this one isn't a perfect SUV. It suffers the same snug rear seat problem as the Discovery. However, it bests the Discovery when it comes to driving verve. This big family hauler commands the roads with its crisp steering and surprisingly nimble quality. In fact, I can even say that this one drives like a sedan, especially if you equip it with rear-wheel steering and adaptive air suspension. Sites like Edmunds also confirmed that the Q7 has fewer reliability issues, and these problems don't even involve the SUV's powertrains or suspension. The thing is built tougher, I suppose, and that's why it depreciates slower than its Land Rover counterpart. The cost of ownership of a Q7, if you take into account its fuel economy and routinary maintenance, is also within reasonable standards, or in short, something that wouldn't frustrate its owners. What to avoid? 2024 Nissan Frontier. Do you like the Nissan Frontier? Are you dreaming of driving this truck? Tough luck, because I won't recommend it to you. A substantial number of people immediately jumped to the new Frontier because, well, it was redesigned. Of course, kudos to Nissan for doing that, because this truck had been needing a refresh for quite some time already. However, it didn't fancy automotive experts and critics, to say the least. It suffers what other Nissan cars suffer, and that's its unrefined ride quality. I was able to test drive the Nissan Frontier, and I immediately noticed how rough it was on the road. Both its suspension and steering didn't pass the bare minimum of what a modern pickup should have. Yeah, it's a truck, but it's not an excuse for it to be that heavy. And let me tell you that this one doesn't have a telescoping steering column, which is another questionable detail about this truck. In addition to that, its cabin is not spacious at all. So, for its price of $32,000, I don't think the 2024 Nissan Frontier offers good value to its customers. What to buy instead? 2024 Toyota Tacoma. With a similar starting price as the Nissan Frontier, I keep wondering why the Toyota Tacoma does so much better. The Tacoma carries Toyota's godly reliability, and I am just barely scratching the surface here. Its 2024 model, in particular, offers more than traditional Toyota dependability. It also ushers an extensive lineup of trims, so regardless of what you need, the Tacoma can accommodate you. At the same time, it includes an optional coil spring suspension that adds to its overall ride quality. The Tacoma has been redesigned, the same as the Nissan Frontier. The 2024 model is actually the start of its fourth generation, and the mid-size truck got a refresh on its interior and powertrains. This time, its base SR model has a 228-horsepower Turbo 4 engine, and the rest of the trims get a 278-horsepower Turbo 4 unit. Along with the refresh, the Tacoma also gets a more refined driving demeanor. Its suspension, in particular, makes the truck easier to handle beaten paths. The steering remains very controlled, and everything about it, including its fuel economy and hauling capabilities, is more solid than what a 2024 Nissan Frontier can offer. What to avoid? 2024 Volkswagen Taos. The smallest SUV of Volkswagen has a troubled reputation. There's nothing that can be done about it. Well, to be fair, a lot of people would say that their Taos functions properly. Of course, I won't take that from them, but I can't also deny the multiple reports about the car being crappy. Whether you check its review on Consumer Reports, J.D. Power, or Edmunds, the Taos always gets a mixed bag of impressions. However, the majority of customer reviews always lean toward the bad side. The biggest troubles of the Volkswagen Taos are its powertrain and transmission, both of which are severely bad. Look, its turbocharged engine suffers from inconsistent performance, which typically includes turbo lag and power loss. Aside from causing frustration on the part of the drivers, it may also result in potential hazards on the road. Additionally, I am quite aware of how faulty its transmission is. Multiple reports already indicate that the transmission of the latest Taos has rough shifting and delays, particularly when transitioning between gears. This has impacted the smoothness and reliability of the Taos as a whole. In fact, I don't even recommend maintaining a Taos beyond its warranty period because of these issues. What to buy instead? 2024 Mazda CX-5. The Mazda CX-5 is a considerable upgrade to the Volkswagen Taos. Yes, it's pricier than the Taos, but this crossover offers the most luxury and refinement in its segment. Similar to other alternatives here, the CX-5 isn't entirely perfect, but it's way better than the Taos. Among the downsides of the CX-5 is its tight legroom and cargo space, which give way to its fashionable layout. Plus, the thing doesn't tow that much, but the same is true with the Taos, so that makes the two even. Where the CX-5 shines the most is its reliability. Aside from its nimble handling and superior driving verve, the CX-5 offers a well-tuned chassis. Its powertrains aren't prone to inconsistent or laggy performance, while its steering, suspension, and brakes are all responsive. This is one of the few compact SUVs I found very fun and engaging to drive. It doesn't shy away on the freeways, and it's definitely crisp enough to swerve on tight streets and corners. In terms of overall value, the CX-5 is just a better choice than the Taos. You just have to spend a little time experiencing its goodness. And that completes this list. Thanks for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share buttons. I know it's a chore, but it helps the channel a lot. Until next time, drive safely.